It's been my privilege to be the presider today at the funeral mass for Father Ken. I know I speak on behalf of also Bishop Hanchen, who is here, my brother priest and deacons, when we all extend to the family our deepest and heartfelt condolences. Father Ken was a brother to us, as he was certainly to all of you. And we promise to pray for him. We promise to keep him in our heart, as he kept so many of us over the years in his heart. Special condolence, of course, to his sister-in-law, to Anne, to Kendra, to Mark, to his wife, Dorothy, and to those of you who were with Father Ken in the last days, who journeyed with him, especially Ursula and Pat and others. Blessed are all of you. I know one day Ken will, of course, greet you again, but in this world, he would ask me to say thank you to all of you who dried his tears, comforted him, and stayed by his side. And also, I want to express to the parishioners of St. Anastasia our deepest, again, consolation. What a great tribute to him as your pastor, to see the church so filled with those whom he served. As I came in this morning and introduced myself to some of the parishioners, they all said to me, you know, we cried the day he told us he was leaving us. And so I know the deep and lasting love you have for him and the care that you'll now share through the mystery of prayer. My own friendship with Father Ken goes way back to our first years in ordination at Our Lady of Sorrows in Farmington. I was just ordained a year, and Deacon Ken came for his deacon experience. And of course, it didn't take long for all the kids in the school to call him Surfer Ken. I remember, though, the very first time that Father Ken came to meet all of us who lived in the rectory. And we thought we'd have a little fun. So Father Ken arrived on a motorcycle with a black leather jacket, a pair of jeans. And we all welcomed him to the rectory, and all of us were in caskets. Especially our pastor, Bishop Emmett. And we welcomed him. His eyes were as big as a bowling ball. He said to me, why didn't you tell me about this? I said, well, who am I going to complain to? I said, his boss is the cardinal. I said, just buy a casket, you'll be fine. That was the beginning of a wonderful experience with him, but also to see his wonderful pastoral skills. And as all of you know, he was a terrific preacher. He had a way of making the scriptures come alive. I learned a lot from him, as I did all my brother priests. We wrap all those memories in grace. One thing for sure that we know is Jesus Christ loves us so much, he died and rose. And his promise is those who remain faithful to him shall rise with him. He says, I'm the resurrection, I am the life. And those of you who believe that, who live that, you're going to share in that mystery. That when our lives in this world are over, then life begins in the fullness with Jesus Christ. We've been consoled by the Scriptures, by the Eucharist, and by the marvelous homily from Monsignor Sell, who also is a good friend of Father Ken. And remember, Jesus keeps every promise. And his promise to us is, I am the resurrection and the life. If you remain faithful to me, you too shall rise. Remember now, the next time we see Father Ken, no more illness, no more doctor appointments, no more chemotherapy. It'll be risen, the new life of Christ. Jesus promises that, and Jesus never breaks a promise.